Good people, what's going on? AAL2 Turf Talk, episode 16. We in the playoffs. We already through to basically the semifinals. Right? We done got through the first four round of playoffs. We had 8 teams, we down to 4. The winners of last week, the Avengerz, the Indians, the Wolfpack, and the Bearcats. So we're gonna be talking to those teams this week. A little insight to what happened last week, and getting ready for their upcoming matchups. Because after next weekend, it'll only be 2. One team got to win. That means one team got to lose. So we'll set it off with Michigan. Michigan was able to get a big win this week. Every win in the playoffs is big, so they all big wins. Let's get into it.
That's what I tell my guys all the time, man. Just because certain things happen in the regular season, don't mean it'll happen in the postseason.
I feel it, man. I feel it. Congratulations on the win, Coach Ron.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
No problem, man. No problem. So y'all beat the Pittsburgh Outlaws this past week to advance on to the next round of playoffs. We talked last week about what y'all strategy would be, different things like that. And Dion, welcome to the show as well, sir.
Yeah, I'm glad to be here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, gentlemen, question for both of you. We talked about last week what you guys' plan was, execution, all that good stuff. Were you able to do what you wanted to do, and that's why you got the win? Talk to us about this win this past week and how it felt to get that first win in the playoffs.
You
I'm
want to
gonna
go
let Dion
first,
go
Ron?
first.
How you
I'm
want
gonna
me
let
to
you
go
go
first?
first, Dion. Yeah.
The way how I look at our this win this past week, I feel like we really progressed on like just playing as a unit.
Mm-hmm.
For real. Like we started like it started off a little rocky. Like the game started. I ain't gonna lie, the game started off rocky. Like we had players coming back from injuries and all type of stuff. So it was just game started off rocky and we picked it up, and we pulled it out. We made sure we did. We executed when we needed to. So I feel like we did better. We played better as a unit this time, as a out of all out of all games.
Yeah, I do remember one of the things we talked about last week was everybody was going to be there this week. Injuries weren't going to be an issue finally for you guys. So sounds like it definitely made a difference for you as well.
I can honestly say this too. We still was missing a couple key guys, but they gonna be back.
Okay. Okay. Coach Ron?
Pretty much everything that Dion just said. So we got some stuff to work on. We know what we going up against this week. We know who we going up against this, not this week, but the week coming up on the 11th. We know what we got to do. We know it's not gonna be the same game as it was when we played them in the regular season. I feel like we both are working with kind of different teams. I've seen some different pieces on their team, and we've added a couple of different pieces to our team, so we know it's gonna be a completely different game. So that's what I'm pretty much looking forward to is that game. Not really too much on to harbor on the last game because last game is over and done with,
Okay.
and I don't want my guys harboring on it. So I want us to lead the scraps and let's pick up the broken pieces and keep moving forward.
Okay. So I'll ask you this question now. What
Okay.
positives can you take from this previous game that you think you'll be able to use in the game against the Bearcats that you'll have coming up?
If I'm being honest, positives is that we still have our team and we're still, working together and we're able to hold each other accountable. I saw a lot of that last game. Um, and that's a pretty big thing. When you're able to hold each other accountable and not just be
Hmm.
okay with a bad product or just people messing up and thinking like, oh, I know I messed up, but we still won. That attitude is just it's not okay. The attitude should be I messed up in that game. I need to work on getting better and doing better and moving forward. Not hanging your head down or being okay with just being average, but being able to say to yourself like, hey man, I messed up, so I know I got to do better, and I know I got to get better. And I feel like this team is willing to do everything it takes to get better. Like he said, it looked a little rocky in the beginning, but we were able to pull it together and go out and get a win. So that's the biggest positive for me.
I feel that. Dion, what about you? What positives can you take from your win into your game against the Bearcats on the 11th?
I'm really gonna say our O line really helped us
Yeah,
the whole entire game. Like I ain't never see our O line really just full on blast the team like that. Like in a mid times they done struggle and they blasted some, but it just our run game was just too much.
Okay. Okay.
But I'm gonna say this: I know they watching. Just don't think our run game just that. It's more to show. We just ain't finished yet.
So, we're going into this game this week. Well, next week. We know we got it's the Bearcats. The Bearcats are one of the teams a lot of people are looking at. So don't want any specifics, but generally speaking, of course, don't want y'all to tip anything. What's the focus to go in here and get this win against the Bearcats?
staying disciplined. That's the biggest key because we know we walking into a hostile environment. Um, I mean, we know the biggest key for us is not focusing on the refs, not calling calls or calling calls or just knowing that hey, we can't leave it in their hands. So we don't want to go in there and try to be like, okay, well, we need to make it a close game. And no, we need to go up. We need to turn up. We need to turn the score up and keep our foot on their necks. You know what I mean? Like
Yep.
we really out for the Bearcats. So they better bring it. They better bring it because we gonna definitely bring it. We're not coming out there with our heads down. I feel like the difference from this game and our first game against them, I feel like a lot of our guys were kind of intimidated when they saw the Bearcats. They were a little fresh, and when you got guys like that, you gotta work on them.
Hmm.
And we worked on most of our pieces, and some of those guys that we had, we don't have them anymore because of
Right.
that specific reason. Like like the being scared, like them grown ass men just like you. They strap their chin strap on just like you do. I don't really think that nobody is that much better than anybody in this league, at least, because if that was the case, we'd be in the most of us would be in the NFL or the
Right.
CFL. Most of these guys, man, pretty much on the same level. So don't, I tell my, don't go out there looking at him because he's 6'5", 400 pounds, and think like he this superstar. Because guess what? If he was, he'd be in the league. We all in developmental. We all
Right.
here to get better and work on our craft. And that's what you have to do on this level. And if you don't do that, then I'm gonna be honest. If you're not willing to go out there and go up against anybody without fear, you might as well pack this shit up and go home. Like honest to God truth. You might as well pack it up and go home, man. For real. If you can't dominate on this level, or just go, you know what I'm saying? Like go out there and really go at the man in front of you and be competitive and not be a sorry loser or a sore loser and get to, chirping and throwing out insults, man, the next level ain't for you. I'm sorry. Because on that higher level, or if you think it's bad on this level, when you get up here, excuse my language, but the man in front of you will call your mama. And if you can't handle no trash talk on that level, oh man, I was gonna pack it up.
Yeah.
Just gonna pack it up, man. Them guys fighting for they fighting for a check every week. They
Yep.
fighting for their spot. And so the trash talk is inevitable. You're gonna deal with that. And if you can't stay in your game and keep playing and let somebody throw you out your square because they talking to you, you're in trouble.
Well,
So I feel like in that first game, it was a lot of trash talking. And some of our guys, they let the trash talk intimidate them, man. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, and no discredit to AJ and them. I think they're a good team. But do I think that what was that score, DJ? I don't remember that score. It was like 50 something to 18 or something like that. I think. Do I think they're that much better than us? No. I don't think no team is. Man, I've watched a lot of teams in this league. It is one team, but I'm not gonna go there. But for 90% of this league, I see some pretty talented teams in this league. A lot of them got a lot of talent on their roster. A lot of them were much better than what I expected. And I feel like anybody could win it in this league. I feel like this league is that competitive. So when they made it to where everybody made the playoffs, I thought that was a pretty good idea because
yeah.
I feel like a lot of these teams deserve to be in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it wasn't like bad teams like that, honestly. But you got some leagues, and most of the teams in the league are trash, garbage. Man, why do they even have a team? And that's what that league is filled with. All those teams. Where you like, why are they even a team? Like, why do they even exist? But this league does not have that. They don't have it. Every team in this league, I feel like for the most part, has been competitive. Even the Outlaws. I feel like they were competitive. Were they good? Not really. But were they competitive? Did they come out and compete every game? Absolutely.
Yeah.
No matter whether they had injuries, whether they had a short team, they still came out and they competed. They didn't give out excuses. They came and they played. And I have to give them that respect, that much respect. I do.
I dig it. And, by it being developmental, you have different teams start off at different levels in certain positions. And we all know certain positions that if you don't have, your guys ready at the beginning, it's going to be hard to win. So the fact that everybody does make the playoffs is good because it gives everybody a clean slate, so to speak, when the playoffs start. It's just a matter of handling your business when you get there. So, I do like the fact that everybody does have that opportunity too. So, I'm with you on that, Coach Ron. Deon, anything you want to add, sir?
No, I'm good. I'm just ready for this game. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm locked in more than ever. Our whole team is. We just ready for this game coming up.
What I saw in the trenches.
I dig it. So, I have you guys, let everybody know where they can find you. Of course, good luck in your game on the 11th. And if you guys win, of course, we'll have you back to talk about your next matchup. If not, man, definitely be talking to you guys next season.
No, you'll see us again this year. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, you definitely.
You'll see us again this year.
We'll start with you, Deon. Tell everybody where they can find you.
You can find me on Facebook and TikTok at Deon Brown Jr. and then on Instagram, Badass QB.
Best quarterback in the league, baby.
All right. Coach Ron, let the people know where they can find the team. And if you care to share where they can find you as well.
You already know you can find me at Michigan_Avengerz on Instagram. You can follow us on Facebook at Michigan Avengerz. And that's it, man. I ain't got no personal page.
Fair enough. So again, good luck, gentlemen. Thanks for dropping by, spending a little time with us. And good luck on your game on the 11th.
Yeah,
all right. Yep, we'll see you next episode.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right.
All right, good people. So we back in the building. We have the Georgia Indians. Georgia Indians, big win for them on Saturday. But in the midst of that win, we did have injury to quarterback PJ. So I love what you guys said. So after the game, we made the post, win this game for PJ, we won it for PJ. So you could tell the impact that PJ has on the team, how much everybody loved us for PJ. PJ's one of the guys we talk about. Every team been talking about how great PJ's season was. So I hate that it ended this way. But PJ, I'm glad you were able to hop on here with everybody else tonight. And I hope you're doing well, man. And hopefully you have a quick recovery, brother.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you.
No problem, man. No problem. But yeah, we're going to get into this game. So, gentlemen, how did it feel to get that win?
Hey, but one of y'all go first.
It felt good. Go ahead, PJ.
Honestly, it felt good hearing that they got the win. Like
Mm-hmm.
my mind been everywhere else in other places. So I just wanted to know if the team won, if they handled business. And when I found that out, it just gave me a relief. So it actually felt great.
I feel it, man. I feel it. And just to be clear, they did get the win over the Carolina Predators in their playoff matchup. All right, so we got to go around the horn here. So, Big Coop, how did it feel to get that win, man?
It felt good. I had my brother's back. They had my back. It felt good. We did it for PJ.
Q?
It felt real good. It felt good to get our lit back. This was a team that's, when they went and got they guys that they brought in, I didn't expect nothing different. I expected them boys to come out there and play like they did. Everybody's trying to make a name for themselves. Understandable, we get that. But for them to come back here, come back to Atlanta, and the defense, the offense is doing their thing, but the defense showed a different side. And it really hyped me up. It had me hyped the entire game. So to get that win right there, it showed me a lot just from our defense alone. And it showed what we can do. No matter that PJ went down, we came together even more to bring out the win for him. So it felt real good to actually get that win for him.
Coach Davis, same question.
Yes, sir. Hey, man. PJ motivated us, and I think we're growing as a team. So we put our heads together and we said next man on deck, and we went for it. And we knew several fourth down and goal situations. We kept them out of the end zone. So kudos to the defense, and we love our brother, and we're family, man. We motivate our family. Want to go down, we pick each other, and we keep right on going. So hey, we weren't gonna lose this game.
I dig it. Coach Holmes?
Man, I'm just proud of all the guys, how they just, fought through adversity, especially through this whole season. Definitely with PJ, man. It really caught me off guard, you know what I'm saying? Because I saw everything, and then I just forgot I forgot the whole playlist, and I forgot everything when he went down, man. But you know what? My players lifted me up. My coaches lifted me up. Coach, you got this. We need that Detroit to come out of you, you know what I'm saying? And that got me back to where I needed to be. And that was the focus on, the team overall to make sure we all was going to be okay, But, man, it was just unfortunate to see something like that happen, man, because right now, like I said, this kid, man, that's all he talked about is going to another level. And I believe in my heart, man, he deserved that MVP of the league, and that's real.
Yeah, I would say, man, like I said, not just you guys, but a lot of teams and a lot of people talk about how great a year PJ had. So he definitely I believe, is worst case in the running for the MVP. He had a great season. Like I say, I didn't like the way it ended, but we can't control that. But that man balled out. The man definitely did. So I don't want to hang around this game too much with y'all because I know this is kind of tough for everybody. So let's kind of take it up to the upcoming matchup. So did get the dub. Understandable, bittersweet for you guys. So next up will be the Wolfpack from Mississippi. It's a good team, but you guys are a good team too. At this point in the playoffs, the better teams, you want to believe the better teams are playing. The better teams should win the game. So not this coming Saturday, but the following Saturday, you guys will be playing them. So, Coach Holmes, we'll start with you. What do you think you could take from the season in this past game that can help you prepare and be ready for this matchup with Mississippi?
Number one is pretty much just knowing the mistakes, recognizing the mistakes, and how we didn't execute that last time we played them. One thing I could say about our defense, Coach Davis and Coach Ayo, you know what I'm saying? They've been working hard on our defense, getting them prepared, working on some different schemes. We know what Mississippi's bringing. We know what they bring into the table, and right now they on cloud 9, you know what I'm saying? So it's about to be a lot of rain. It's about to be a lot of rain coming, and we our weapons right now, what we have is stepping up big time. And I think that's what's going to carry us too, because the guys stepping up, the next man stepping up, they're excited, they can't wait. And we ready to do this. We ready to do this, cool. We expecting a big crowd, packed house, all white. We ready to make some noise, man.
And I did get an opportunity to see y'all live and meet, the team and the coaches and everybody this year. And I could say, man, y'all bring it. Y'all bring it. So it's going to be fun to see. I did get a chance to see Mississippi as well. So this is 2 teams that I actually got a chance to see live and see play. And it's 2 teams that definitely didn't try to leave any plays on the field. Sometimes things don't work out, but the focus was there. All right, so Coach Davis, same question.
Yes, sir. I think next man on deck, we got a chance to see some of our backup players step up, and it gave us a good chance to rotate guys in and out, and they basically stepped up like they were the number ones, and which that showed that feeded off the practice, the extra practice that we had, and we had to get them to, hey, we want you. We don't look at you as number 2. We're all on the same level. You got to grind. You got to put it in. If one go down, you pick him up and you go. You position yourself to be there. So that was a big main focus for us. And we know Mississippi got a good squad, hands down, with their coaching staff and the players and everything. So we look forward to a slobber knocker this coming time again. So we ready. We ready, and we know they're gonna be ready. So and I always say all that talking don't mean nothing, because what's gonna happen is what you do in between them white lines. And we know it's gonna come down to who make the less mistakes and who capitalize, and let's have fun doing it.
Definitely. Q, what you got for us?
I'm just ready. I know it's gonna be a good game. I know what they're bringing. Me and Mr. 30 for 30, we always meeting. So I'm ready for him. I know he ready. I know he gonna bring it, and they know how I'm coming. They know how the whole team coming. They just better be ready for it. It ain't no more. It ain't going to the nail bite of this game, man. It's gonna be a defensive game, and it's gonna be a great one too. It's gonna, like Cole said, it's gonna be a slam knocker. It's gonna be heads pop. That's all you're gonna hear all day. Pass. Like, this is a game where we are. I know they got a chip on their shoulder, because even when we came in and played them, everybody saying they sorry. Them boys just didn't know the rules. Them boys was just athletes out there just playing. Now some of them know the rules, and now they feeling themselves a little bit. But it's all right. Y'all deserve to get that. Y'all got a little couple wins, whatever. But we coming. Just know that. And we ain't laying down.
Okay. Big Coop, what's your thoughts?
I was just ready to play. They can't stop me. I was just ready to play. They ain't got to say too much.
You ready to show it on the field? You ain't gonna talk too much, huh?
Yeah.
I can respect that. I can definitely respect that. Definitely. All right, so we'll end it on this question with PJ. So PJ, obviously you won't be out there, but what can you guys do, man, to get this win?
Execute. Win your rep. Every rep count.
Yeah.
That's just, it just comes down to that. Win your rep and execute. Like Coach Lennon said, who makes the minor mistakes. That's going to determine who win the game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Playing as close to mistake free as possible definitely helps you with getting the wins. So guys, I'll start with you, PJ, and I'm just gonna go back around. Keep it simple. If there's any other thoughts you want to give, feel free to give those, and then also let the people know where they'll be able to find you. And then, of course, for you gentlemen, good luck, and hopefully after this game, y'all be back on to talk about the next round with me.
Yeah, y'all can follow me all on all platforms of PJ Thomas, and I just want to give a shout out to everybody for showing love. And the journey ain't over, but just gotta take one step forward ahead of time, one day at a day. So that's all I gotta say.
Big Coop.
Y'all can follow me on Instagram at bigs_.coop. And anything else, I'll say they just better be ready.
Okay. Short and simple. I like it. Q, what you got for us?
Y'all can follow me on Instagram. It's twine_29. And I'm pretty sure that's all on TikTok too. But for them, I already told them boys been in my inbox. Them boys been posting all on Facebook. I'm not gonna do all the talking with you, man. Y'all know how we coming. Y'all gonna see us when you see us, and that's gonna be that this Saturday. We can do all that talking in between the lines. I ain't gonna sit here and go back and forth with you on the internet. I don't do that.
Okay. All right. Coach Davis.
Y'all can follow me at Georgia Indians, and all that thing I got to say is Georgia. Yes, sir.
I knew it was coming.
Go ahead, get your verse out, Coach. You smiling hard.
I know. He was a tone a little too low. He was an optic a little low. I'm gonna have to clean it up for him, cool. Yeah, y'all can reach me on Facebook, Leonard Holmes, TikTok, Leonard Holmes. We got a Georgia Indians Facebook page too. We getting everything out there, man, for everybody. I got a lot of followers that's interested in this big game next week. Pretty much like what everybody said, man. We done talking. We've been under the radar for a minute, which is good. You know what I'm saying? And that's good. I like that because right now, them boys is back. The boys is back. We got something, we got a chip on our shoulder. Our leader, he's gone, but he's gonna be there with us. And he didn't bring us this far for nothing. That's the biggest thing. He didn't bring us this far for nothing. So we all go rally with each other. When you see Indians hunt silently, that's what we go do next Saturday. I promise you.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you gentlemen spending a little time with us tonight, talk about last week and this week. PJ, stay up, man. We praying for you, brother. And we hope to see you back and better than ever.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good luck, fellas. Hopefully we'll be talking to y'all after the next game.
Yes, sir.
Right on.
Fellas. All right. So the other half of that matchup, we're just talking to the Indians, is the Mississippi Wolfpack. They beat the River Gators last week. So, gentlemen, we'll just start off. Any thoughts on the game for last week? And how did it feel to get that playoff win?
I want to start first.
Start with
I
you,
don't
Big
know.
Red.
Okay. Honestly, I had been locked in since the last time I talked to you on the podcast. So, I came in expecting to dominate, expecting to win. So it definitely felt good to build that confidence and get that mojo going. And one thing that's good to see is that a lot of people know we play smash mouth football. We're gonna line up, we're gonna hit you in the mouth multiple times throughout the game. But the fact that we got our passing game going, that's gonna be dangerous. Because now, you really don't know how we coming at you. And so, I saw a lot of good things from last game. And so we just got to keep riding that momentum.
I dig it.
Yeah. It felt real good. I mean, Tri-City, they came in. They're a great team, but we just had too much for them. We had too much for them.
You good?
Those guys, they can't play some football. Don't get me wrong. They I don't know if they added some more guys or what, but they had some heavy heat on that D line, and they played our run very hard. They played our run very hard, but they didn't expect us to pass the ball. I mean, they forgot that we can pass, and that's what Big Red was talking about. Our passing game, we killed them with the passing game, and we don't have to run it every game. We don't have to run it like that. Only when but we're gonna smash mouth until you stop it. Now you want to rush everybody off in there, we're gonna hit you with the pass. So but our first year, first team, and first playoff game. I mean, it was awesome. It felt kind of good. It felt really good to get that first playoff win. Being a first year team. So that was great.
Yeah. 30 for 30. What's going on, man?
Man, feel good, man.
I dig it. I know you might have missed the question because you was trying to get everything straightened out, but I was basically just, any thoughts you had on the game last week, and how did it feel to get the win?
Well, actually, it feel good, man. My thoughts on the game, man. Them guys came to play. Like, it was win or go home. Them guys came, man. They definitely showed up. But we had some key players though that stepped up a lot too.
Yeah.
But we'll get to it though. But it feel good though, To win the series 3-1. It felt great.
So I was just talking to the Indians, and I'll be playing next week. And a lot of respect for you guys, from them. One of the things they were saying is this is going to be a dog fight. They know that, it's not going to be no easy win. You guys are a good team. You run the ball, you physical. So all the things that we've been talking about, all the things that we've all seen. But you guys' thoughts, on this matchup with the Indians and what kind of you've had going on throughout the season that's got you prepared for this big playoff game coming up. Win or go home?
Well, I say, like, as we progress throughout the season, like, coach knew how to use us. He learned how to use us. That's why we got better. Like, and you know what I'm saying? We ain't just got no running game now though. We like they finna see though. That's a lot changed. I don't want to speak too much because I know what I'm saying. This interview gonna come out before it's time to play them. They probably be backstage listening. You hear me? But we definitely coming. You feel me? We coming.
I dig it. Big Red, what's your thoughts, man?
Like I told you, like I said last time, this is the time of the year where, like veteran players, people that got championship experience and who've been here before, that's when they step up. And so, like me and Kelly have won arena championship before, and we got a couple other guys who may have won championships on other levels. So,
Yeah.
we expect big things out of, people like me, Kelly, and other guys who've been there before. We got to stay composed, keep our head, make sure them young guys stay level headed throughout the game because it's gonna be chippy. It's a lot on the line, and so I think the only thing, just learning from, you done seen these guys what 2-3 times already this year. So
Right.
you may have a new piece here or there, but these guys' tendencies. You know how they come off the ball. So it's just about making adjustments throughout the game. But I think our core group is locked in, and I think we're gonna be ready.
All right.
Yeah, I think all the guys have become familiar with each other. They're working together better as a unit. You know,
Okay.
the next man knows the next man gonna do. Even rotation, they know how to rotate. Keep guys fresh, and that's gonna be the key to this game. We worked on a lot of things, and things started coming together for us. When we started, like I said, everybody was trying to learn. I had a few veterans, and those guys they lead. My veterans they lead. I don't have to say much. Big Red will say something, or Keller say something. Those guys have been there for a while. Hey man, let's get it right. Let's get going. And those young guys they listen. And like I tell my guys, man, look, just no matter who we play, just go out there, have fun, and let's play our football. That's all you can do. I said they can have somebody new, they can have new schemes, they can do whatever, but they can't do number two things. They can run the ball or throw it. We're gonna be ready for either one.
Definitely makes sense to me. Makes a whole lot of sense. Keys to victory for you guys. Keys to victory. Coach Strong, we'll start with you on this
Um, Go out there and play smart. Don't let nobody try to get in your head, get you upset. You know, you know, um, Play good football, play hard nosed football, and we ain't gonna change nothing that we do. We smash mouth team. That's what we do. We love to do that. We gonna smash mouth. That's it. We gonna smash mouth the running. We gonna smash mouth passing. We gonna smash mouth on defense. You know, if and then halftime, if we have to adjust, we gonna adjust. But ain't nothing changing with us. We gonna go out there and we gonna do Wolfpack football. You know, we're gonna give them a mouthful of 30 for 30. You know, uh, I might send Big Red out there at the defensive end position. I don't know. It's just when we get there, just for what I feel like doing. It's just I believe in my guys so much. It's just whatever I feel like doing. If I want to send 30, might get about 100 yards. I got a quarterback now that can. That boy can throw that thing. That's all I'm gonna say. That boy ain't bullshitting. I'm gonna say that. That boy ain't bullshitting. So, other than that, man, hey, we just can go out there and play Wolfpack football. It don't got us here. I ain't changing up nothing.
Yeah.
If they say if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yep. Keep what got you to the party or the
That's
dance.
right.
Yeah,
That's right.
Makes sense. Go out here and try to get pretty on them. Now that's not how you play.
There you go. Exactly.
I did. Be Red, what's your thoughts, man?
Honestly, like you said, we're gonna stick to what we've been doing. We got a lot of big bodies up front. We plan on coming off, hitting people in the mouth, laying on people for 4 quarters. And so I feel like as long as we are the most disciplined and most physical team, without a doubt, we'll, win the game. And, like shout out to Georgia Indians and I hope their quarterback have a good recovery. But like they said, we got a lot of athletes over here. Of course they do too, or they wouldn't be here. But as long football is won in the trenches. So as long as we continue to be the most dominant and physical team up front, the rest gonna be easy.
I feel it. And 30 for 30. What you got for us?
A whole lot of 30. You heard, Coach. Hey, and then what I like about it, Like we kind of balanced now, so they can't just key in. You key in on me, you want to. Oh, stop. Like we balanced, man. I ain't want to see it, but Coach and I already spoken, man. We coming. We coming. Ground attack and airstrikes, man. United States, baby. We here. I'm telling you, coming. Yeah.
That man said ground attacks and airstrikes. I'm with it. I'm with it. I ain't even bad at it, man. I'm not even bad at it. All right,
I
guys.
want to shout out those
Go ahead.
our other run. L.A. LaMarcus Aldridge, though. He balled out this last game, though.
Yeah.
For real.
LA.
And then our big boy JB, he got him a rushing touchdown. He was we having fun with it.
That's all right.
Man. Like my whole O-line, Big Red, I ran through his side untouched. Like, man, we balanced, man. I love it. We coming, man. I'm quite sure them guys coming too, man. Like Red said, man, shout out to PJ, man.
Yeah.
When I heard that, I was a tear, like for real. Like he by far probably my best athlete for real in this league.
Yeah.
Like
He
cool
definitely
PJ.
deserved MVP.
Yeah, he definitely he's nice. Like that
Yeah,
hurt me.
I like to watch him play, but I don't like playing against him.
For real.
I love to watch him play, but I don't like playing against him. But the kid, he deserved every bit of the MVP. That kid, especially against us, I know for sure that kid put up some numbers, and he been doing that all year long. So he definitely deserved that. I mean, the kid is a great athlete. He A1 all the way. So I wish him a speedy recovery, man. He get back to doing what he loves to do.
Absolutely. Definitely, absolutely.
I sure
so guys, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
So I was looking forward to seeing them play, man. Like it football for real. I like seeing talent out there for real.
Yeah. Definitely somebody you got to prepare for.
Yeah. All right, so guys, we'll start with you 30 for 30. Any last thoughts? And please let the people know where they can find you.
Well, say last thought, man, just be Georgia. I heard them singing that song, Georgia, all that bullshit. We coming, man. You can find me at LaMarcus Kelly on Facebook or Instagram. You know, you can't find me, you can reach Red page. He'll call me. Tell them Big Red where they find you at. We're brotherhood, man. You can't reach me, go through them. They gonna hit you up. They hit me up, man. I love it, man. We ready to come to Georgia.
There you go. Your last thoughts, Big Red?
Oh, nah, I mean, I just know the fans are going to come out and they're going to see a great football game. It's going to be electric. You know, I know we going to bring the heat. I know they're going to bring it too. They at home. So, you know, I'm just expecting a good, hard-fought game. You know, disciplined, football-oriented, you know, nothing theatrical. And, you know, like I said, I just look forward to it. I know what I got to do. I know the job and task I have at hand. And so as long as I do my job every play, I feel like we'll be okay. But people can reach me at Divine, one word, energy, period, XCV on Instagram. And, you know, like I said, we're a brotherhood, man. So if you can't reach me, you know, find one of my teammates. They'll get in touch with each other. We all brothers, man. We'll get in touch with each other.
I feel it. Coach?
Well, this game right here definitely gonna be a classic. I mean, it always be every time we play. It's a good dog fight. You know, I like them type of games. You know, and I hear the coaches they singing the Georgia song, and coach say them Indians on the hunt. But guess what? Them Wolves like the hunt too, and we coming. We hunting. Mississippi's on the way, so we're on the hunt as well. You can reach me at Eddie Strong on Facebook and Wolfpack on Facebook and Wolfpack, Mr. Wolfpack on Instagram.
Okay. Well, again, guys, good luck. And you guys win. We'll see you back after the next game. If not, we'll definitely see you next year.
Like I always say, you're gonna see us again. You know it.
I know.
That's right. That's right. All right, fellas. I'm gonna quickly say this has been a great season for all y'all that have been watching. I think y'all agree with me. For these coaches and players, it's been a great season, man. It's been a great opportunity for y'all to get a chance to see these guys. Get some personality from some of the guys you may not know as much about. Talk to the coaches, see some of the growth for the teams and all that from the beginning to now. So, hey, we in there. So last but of course not least, Jersey Bearcats in the building. Gut, what's going on, man?
Oh, snap, man. What's going on with you, playing? Everything good?
Everything is good, man. Everything is good. Enjoying the season, man. Just seeing everybody play, seeing everybody develop, the differences between the start of the season and where people were talking and how things were going in to where we're at now. So, you guys, of course, got the win last week against the Stampede. Now you got this matchup with Michigan Avengerz coming up this week.
Mm-hmm.
How you feeling about this win last week, man? How do you feel to get that win and win the division?
Oh, it's great. You know what I'm saying? Also, it's even better, getting win over our long rivalry, Stampede. That's a rivalry right there for some years. So, every time we played out, it's always a battle. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we played a good game. They played a good game. They added some pieces to their team, that helped them a lot, in that game. But, we still pulled it through. So
that's what's important, man. That's definitely what's important. So, you guys know you have a target on your back, right? This is nothing new. This is no surprise. You're not going to look at me shocked when I say it. People,
absolutely.
They bring y'all the best. And not saying that you're the only team, but saying you're one of the teams that they bring y'all their best.
Yeah.
And, for the most part, you guys have been able to weather it. I mean, I'm sure that, if more of your teammates were on here with you, the coaches were on here, they would say what they say every week. Still haven't played our best game yet, right?
Mm-hmm.
But
absolutely
got the win. So in this game from last week, is there anything that you guys will be able to take, you feel the team will be able to take from this last game and kind of use that in this matchup against the Avengerz? Any positives you can take?
Like I said, a positive I would take from last game that you bring to this game, like the energy was there. The offense, we was more fluid last game. Everybody, doing their assignments. We was disciplined. We ain't let the negativity get to us. So pretty much, like I said, man, we just more fluid last week. So just like you said, we just got to take, the good also with the bad, and don't let the negativity hold us down. If they score, it's cool. We gonna score, match them. Match them back. But I know the defense gonna hold it down like we did last week. So like offense, like I said, these guys, be fast, and like we had to say, quick six, score quick. That's all. Score quick.
Y'all been saying that since the first week. So I know
quick six. That's the motto. That's the motto. Quick six.
Yeah. So a lot of these matchups this past week, including y'all's, it feels like it just felt kind of where everybody was kind of playing a rival or a team they were very familiar with.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel like y'all to be able to get back up? Because sometimes when you had that rivalry type game, you play really well. You kind of put a little extra oomph into it. You feel like your guys are gonna be able to get back up and be ready for this game this week too, or next week, I should say.
Next week,
yeah.
Oh yes, like I said, well, for one, I'm glad we having a bye week. Because we had a lot of players, not a lot of players, but a few players that got little bumps and bruises. This give us, time to heal, people get some treatment, handle, the little injuries, or little issues need to take care of so we can recover. We can take, time to ourselves and stuff, just, go over some film, uh, you know, check on everybody, make sure everybody's good, but, just more like a little recovery week for us. So I'm glad we got this week to rest.
Yeah, and it was good. The schedule was made really well, right? We got to shout out the
Yeah.
schedule makers because the schedule was made really well. Great breaks for everybody. Things kind of fell into place. It looked really good. And hey, off week, come
I look,
back.
I ain't complaining. Look, we got a bye week, so I'm gonna look. I ain't complaining. I am not complaining.
I know that's right. I know
Not
that's
complaining
right.
at all.
Yeah, man. I feel you. So, man, I'm not gonna take up too much of your time, but I do want to ask.
Okay.
Any other thoughts that you have on last week? And of course, please let the people know where they can find you. And of course, where they can find the team.
Let's see, thoughts on last week. Like I said, I love our energy. You gotta say you gotta keep the momentum. Like you said, it is a target on our back. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta overcome that. Don't let it, get us too big headed. Yes, you got to win, but just stay focused. That's how I would say. The last thing I would say, all road lead to New Jersey. You know what I'm saying? So one thing I would say. I would say, like I said, I love my team, love the coaching staff, organization, our fans. We love y'all. Keep, packing out the house at the game for us. 'Cause that's a big help to us. The fans too as well. Love y'all. Y'all can find me at, Facebook, Dwayne Larkin, my name. My Instagram is In Gut We Trust 73. That's my Instagram and stuff. And thank you for having me again. Hopefully see you again next week after the game.
Absolutely, man. And good luck to the team. Hopefully, you guys do advance. I know only two of the guys will be back, two of the teams, but good luck, and hopefully, I'll be one of the two.
Yes, thank you so much for having me again.
No problem, man. Thanks for coming.
All right.
Now I got the guy that made it happen with me, y'all.
What's up, man? How are you?
What's going on, man? I'm good, man. How you?
Can't complain. Another week. 4 teams left.
Yeah, man. Everybody
Started
seems
with-
excited. Everybody seems confident. Ready to play.
Started with 10, down to 8, and down to 4 now.
Down to 4. Wow.
That fast.
Oh. Man, we already on episode 15. I feel like we just started.
Sure, it's 15. That's, man.
Sorry, 16. It is 16. My bad. I'm tripping. Yeah, we
Either
already
way.
16.
Either way. Man.
Yeah.
But no, there was some, first, you got to shout out PJ, man. Got to make sure, that guy's got it, he has a nice, safe and no problems at all with his recovery. League is definitely going to miss him.
Oh, yeah.
Rest of the season, definitely, without a doubt. So, PJ, get well, man.
Yeah, he was on with the team for this week, man. So, yeah.
Definitely.
Glad he was able to get up here.
Yeah, nah, for real. So, and that game, man, this week in Mississippi and Georgia, coming up. Look at those games before they had.
That's gonna be big meaty men slapping against each other for sure.
For real. I might ask my wife, could I go?
It's gonna be fun. For sure, it's gonna be fun.
Yeah. Yep. And then Pittsburgh and Michigan, that was a close game. That was a pretty good game.
Yep.
It was close throughout the whole game, really, to the fourth. Carolina Predators, they were holding on, for the whole game. until the end.
Yeah, Predators got a lot of heart. Definitely, they have a lot of heart.
Mm-hmm. Without a doubt. And the Bearcats, they played as usual a hard fought game against the Stampede as usual. It's a dogfight. Like guys in that game come out with bruises and everything at the end of that game. Next morning,
the black and blue bowl.
Definitely. So once again, another weekend of good football.
Yeah.
So near an end, man.
And this scheduled bye week, man, right here in the middle of the playoffs. It's a genius move. I like it.
Yeah, it's so teams can make sure they're healthy, right? At their best is what it's for.
Yeah.
Right. You always want to have everybody at the best.
And it helps because you skip the holiday week too. You know what I'm saying? You kind of get past that. So it kind of works twofold in a good way.
Yeah. Always. We'll never play on 4th of July weekend. Never.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
man, it's a lot of definitely a lot of improvement, man. A lot more comfort. Teams, coaches kind of feeling good about everything now. Everybody feels like they got a good chance to win this Final Four. I'm excited for those two matchups, man. They're gonna be good.
They are. Bearcats, Avengerz. They played earlier in the season.
Mm-hmm.
Bearcats went out there and won. Now, Avengerz make the trip to Jersey, and then again, Indians and Wolfpack. That's the game. It's the game of the century.
I'm glad I don't have to. Yeah, I'm glad I don't have to pick who's gonna win.
No, I don't. I just want to watch the game.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be a good watch, man. It's gonna be a real good watch. These two games,
hard
y'all
nose
need to be
football.
watching.
Oh yeah. Bearcats kick it off again Friday night.
Mm-hmm.
Week the 11th. So you got 2 games. You got 2 games, 2 different days. So one could be on, and you could watch the other on the next day.
Yep. Or if you happen to be busy on Friday night, you can just watch them both Saturday.
There you go.
But either way, you should be watching both of them.
Yep.
Because 2 of those teams you're gonna see again. So you might as well watch both of them.
Yep.
Just saying. It's gonna be fun to see, man. I'm really pumped, man. We had a good year. Relatively healthy. Of course, shout out to PJ, but relatively healthy. A couple of injuries, but relatively healthy. Got through most of the season. A couple more games left, and we're gonna have a champion.
Yeah. And back to the Indians, your quarterback goes down. What about them sticking together, right? Giving the whole team the Indians a game ball. You know how hard it is for your quarterback to go down and you still come out with a win? Man, that's tough to do. That's tough to do.
Right.
You got to get the
and
whole
you worried
team
about his injury. Yeah,
right.
You still trying to play the game, and you worried about what's going on with PJ.
Right.
At the same time. So kudos to them, man.
For real. Talk about being locked in as one.
You don't get more locked in than that. That's for sure.
Yeah, no, definitely not. Definitely not.
Dang, we close. They say time fly when you're having fun, man. This has been a lot of fun. Time to fly.
It's been fun.
Yeah.
And these are going to be the most games we played this year. As a league to finish out for the championship. I was thinking about that the other day. So that's pretty cool. That's different.
And everybody making the playoffs is huge because it gives everybody this year the opportunity. You know what I'm saying? You at least get a playoff game. So
right,
it's not like, oh, I wasn't a top such and such team, so I don't get a chance to make it. Everybody got a chance.
Make every game count.
Yeah. Yep.
Every game got to count.
Win or go home.
Yeah, that was down to the meat and potatoes now.
Yeah. Oh.
So
man.
Almost there. As you can see him. Almost there. Last 4.
Oh yeah.
Last 4.
Man, so much development this year, man. So many guys coming alive, you know, so many different players of the week and just guys stepping up, and then, you know, players of the game and all that great stuff, man. It's been a lot to digest, but a lot of fun things to just learn, adapt to, see a lot of new faces. You know, obviously, hopefully we'll see a lot of them next year. Some of them may be moving up to other leagues. But it's definitely fun.
Speaking of moving up to other leagues, you know, guys that are putting out highlight tapes and from the AL2 right now. Limit the curse words. You gotta put the clean version right on it. And you don't have to have music if you you don't have to have music.
Right.
You know, just highlight yourself. And make sure the people watching your film know where you are on the field. Highlight yourself. Just wanted to say that because I'd seen some that were out there, and I'm just like, why? Not helping yourself, and nobody's telling you.
So you're hearing it right from the source here, fellas. So make sure you're paying attention to that.
That next level is not semi-pro or developmental. The way you represent yourself is how they're looking at you. And if you can't represent yourself, you know what I mean, in the right way, the way that organization wants you to do it, you're already behind a ball.
Yeah. There it goes, man. It's all about the professionalism. We talked about that a lot, you know, throughout the season. But when you're in development, you're trying to get, you know, to those next levels, whether you're in the AL2 or even another league and you're checking out the show and catching it. Take those bits of information, man. Use them. Take that knowledge. It's there.
Yep.
Definitely there. So, Kamish, anything else for the people this week?
No, it's bye week for everybody. You know, teams are giving, their guys a chance to rest, to get ready for the end stretch. You know, see who's going to get to the big dance on the 26th. Yep. Right, but you got to be at full strength on the 11th and 12th. So, you know, good chance for guys to get rest.
Definitely. So people, make sure you're tuning in. You want to see the game live, PDF Sports. If live doesn't work for you, you can still see it on PDF Sports. You can see it on the Arena League YouTube page. You can see it on the teams pages. You can see it on Shady Sports Network. So a lot of different places that you can see the game. So you should be able to find at least one of them. I'm just saying.
Good football. Good development, arena football.
Yeah, and you can see the differences. If you've been watching from the beginning, you can kind of get a lot of the differences. Now you can kind of follow them. So this should make it fun. If you're newer, you can catch on. It'll be fun. But yeah, it's fun to see, man. It's more explosive. You know, things happen at a faster pace at some points and different things, but you can kind of understand the translation. Definitely a fun time. So everybody, episode 16, we out. Make sure you're back for the next episode. And make sure y'all catch these games, man. Because you're going to want to understand who's playing who in the championship and how they play. It's gonna be fun. Tune in.
Sure.
How many times a week? Like three, four times maybe. I gotta pump those numbers up. Those are rookie numbers in this racket.